record, starting in 3, 2, 1. Boom, we're alive.
Oh my God. Okay, because that's how we're doing it now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 5th episode of the Law of Attraction podcast. My name is Brian.
And I'm Daniel, and we have a decent show for the 3 people out there today.
Yeah. Most supposed to have a guest, so they might be.
We may have a guest, we may not. I don't know.
We'll
People don't know how to time manage. Because who wants to take us 3 o'clock on a Sunday out just to do a podcast that goes up on a Wednesday and to 3 people probably?
Yeah, true. I
We should
mean,
probably adjust the time.
just the time of the just the time it goes live, or just the time of
just the time we do it, so we can get more people to join.
Maybe yeah, like but that's Saturday the thing night? Is that it just seems like we set a time, and then we tell people, hey, we're gonna be doing our podcast at this time. We're like, oh, cool, I'd love to join. And then when it comes down to that time, about that.
They're either busy painting wheels or
building a chicken coop. Building a chicken coop. Or
so we have topics of the new Mercedes-AMG S63E to the new Lucid Air pricing and announcement, all the way down to Maserati's new performance car, BMW news, we can do technology news, and Jelly Belly news.
We just do news. We are news.
We are news. We are the news. We are the best news. Real news. Now.
Oh, no. I'm not good at that fake news debate.
So, what do you want to get into?
Anyways, let's go into our first topic then.
Perfect. Which one do you want to pick? You pick.
Me? Let's start with the Mercedes.
Cool. The all-new 2022? I don't know. Whatever the new Mercedes is. Let's lower this down. No, let's make this big again. Whoops. Still learning how to do PowerPoint. Okay. How do I end a presentation?
F11.
No.
Best podcast in the world. Oh my God. You need help? Do you want me to just do it off mine?
No. I'll just save this one because this was saved differently.
Oh, okay.
Save as. Get rid of auto. Save. Replace. And close. No. Yeah, there we go. We're cooking somewhere now. Paste and go to the new Mercedes 63E and 73E will blow away the competition. So, is there any pictures? I doubt there's pictures. Yep, there's just a generic picture of the Mercedes. So, from CarBuzz, the new hybrid power system of the new 63 AMG S-Series platform, a combined 805 horsepower.
So wait, real quick, they're not doing the
more V12?
Oh.
The only V12 will be available in the Maybach X or S650 to be unveiled, rumored in November at the motor show in China.
I love you try to pronounce that.
I am not going to try to pronounce that.
That's fair.
Let's see.
I mean, so let's take a look at the car. Open up the gallery for me.
Yeah.
So, I like the back end. I mean, it looks very much like the Mercedes we talked about last week.
This one may not even be the AMG, for all I know. It might. I'm going to guess it's something a little bit more along lines of this, because it has the bigger opening up front. This one has slats. Actually, no, it might be that.
That one looks like the AMG girl.
Again, it's being unveiled soon.
Okay, so it's not out yet.
It's not 100% out yet. These could just be the S-Class pictures of like a AMG styling pack.
Okay. And this one doesn't have electric motors in the back.
This one will feature the AMG 63 will have an electric motor with 134 horsepower mated to their 4-liter V8, giving combined output of 700 horsepower, and the 73E will have a 201 electric horsepower motor combining 805 brake or horsepower. I don't know if it's brake or not.
That'll be fast. I mean, that's well, the Panamera isn't. The Panamera is more of a driver's car, right? Compared to the S-Class, but I feel like it's competing with the Turbo S E hybrid or whatever.
Yeah. But
Not bad.
electric motor is really good at low end torque. Just a nice S-Class, just a nice smooth off the line. That electric motor might help out really well, just like giving a sense of more occasion, just like the Rolls Royce lofting, just waft away, extra power off the
Yeah,
line.
yeah, maybe. I mean, what do you think? Like? I think at the end of the day, we gotta look how it's going to stack up with other cars. Is it going to stack up well or not really?
I think it will. It's a Mercedes S-Class, so it's their bread and butter of the Mercedes,
We know it's going to be the 7 Series.
and it's a hybrid. Which, moving along, it's the year 2020. You need at least something extra. I don't know if they're going to be plug-in hybrids or not. Okay, let's see. Do I have any notes about it?
I mean, let's keep going in that case. Let's see what else we can get through.
Okay, so there's some spy shots of it. So yeah, we're not 100% sure yet. It could be a plug-in hybrid. I don't know.
I feel like it would be just so it can.
I would hope so. You can get some just normal EV driving, with such a big car. Just most city driving, you could probably do an EV, which will really dramatically clean up pollutants. You don't have to waste money on gas. And if you
get that. I think honestly, like if we're going to be real about electric cars, they don't really have any benefit aside from not having to fill up gas, because the environmental and tax credits, because the environmental effect is about the same, because the technology
depends on where you get the environmental where you're able to charge it from.
Yeah, but I mean, but like in general, like to create a plug-in battery or even to create large battery units, it does require some level of industrial engineering and manufacturing, which is just kind of moved away from making plastic to making motors.
Because I remember, I believe it was on Top Gear, they're talking about the efficiency of the second gen Prius and a Range Rover at the time, and a Range Rover at 100,000 miles produced less environmentally harm than before the Prius rolled off the showroom floor, because the batteries were mined in Canada, then they were shipped over to England, and then those were shipped to Japan.
Exactly.
Then they were shipped to China, or no, China, then Japan, then the cars were made and sent out the rest of the world.
So now streamlining that cost is really important, but I feel like a lot of people don't do that. Mm-hmm. So,
and that was different battery technology. That was also 15, 20 years ago at this point now. They have refined ways of batteries, because I think those were what kind of batteries were in the Prius?
I don't know.
Were they still lead acid? I don't think so. But now we have.
I mean, I don't remember, because I never owned a Prius. I would never consider.
Yeah. Now we have the little cells of lithium ion,
which
are a little bit better. Still a dirty industry of batteries and stuff like that. But if we can recycle them, find a new way to do that, that should really help out.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people do try to like pull batteries, because those batteries are noticed. They're quick to go. Like Priuses are actually starting to climb up on the list of stolen cars, because they have so many components that are valuable, just because they have a lot of premature fail rates. Yep. Like the really older first generation Priuses.
Yeah, because they're fairly cheap cars. Like you can buy a replacement battery pack for like $1,000. But
that car's depreciated so much. There's so many Priuses. I mean, I'm not.
There's so many Priuses, yes. But people who like them and people who have them enjoy them. There's still a lot of second-gen Priuses out there.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I'm surprised. I would say, more second-gen than third-gen Priuses.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm looking on Craigslist right now. Some people have the part outs. Some people have.
And they're high mileage because they're reliable. It's a Toyota.
So yeah, Toyotas don't die. I mean, someone has a 2010 Prius with 35K miles, which is super low. It's a 10-year-old car.
Why? Yeah.
I mean, it has a wheelchair thing on it, so I'm pretty sure the owner probably couldn't drive it that much anyways. But
possibly.
Whatever the case is, I mean, let's move on. Why don't we talk about the MC20?
The new Maserati MC20.
Because if we're staying on luxury, let's just stay on luxury for now, and then we'll look around.
Let me pull this up from CNET. The Maserati MC20, the first supercar from Maserati with 621 horsepower, mid-engine.
Oh, it's a supercar.
Did I also mention it's a 3-liter V6?
Yeah, Damn.
So
I mean, again, engine doesn't define performance limits.
yeah,
Like you
especially
see
if it's a
K27s with four bangers that are pushing 1,000 horsepower.
and 90-degree twin turbo 3-liter V6. So how many parts are shared with Alfa Romeo?
A lot, probably.
Which is weird because it says it's an all new engine called the
Everyone says all new, but it's all new put together, but from the same parts bin.
yeah. Well, that one's also the Alfa Romeo is a 2.9 liter
So they bore it out.
V6. You probably 90-degree V. If the turbos are in the V of the bank, it's
They're hot V's.
yeah, and it's gonna be an Alfa, which is a Ferrari. So it's good luck.
We'll see, man. It'll be a cool car, I think.
Good luck. Yeah, with
I mean,
rear-wheel
let's
drive,
see,
eight-speed
go to the
dual-clutch
images.
transmission. What was it?
Images.
Not a lot. Let's
A
see.
lot. I'll see the
Interior
interior.
looks super clean.
What do you think of that?
I like it.
It's
It's
not too bad.
that's an Alpha steering wheel, but minimalistic, but yet you can
Still
tell
futuristic.
it's futuristic, minimalistic Italian design because it flows, everything it just looks very well, nice put together. Attention detail, like I love those seats.
It's a nice place to be.
Yes. Like
That's
those
simple.
seats are
For 210K. So what's this competing with? The not the Gallardo, the Huracan.
yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
Here's the picture.
I don't know. I mean, I guess because I know Maseratis are like known to break. I just can't imagine buying this over, if I had the money, this over an R8, this over a, I mean, R8s and Huracans kind of the
this
same.
is more than an R8. This is Huracan levels because it's Huracan levels of performance.
That's true.
But also,
I'm talking about like an R10 or like an R8 B10 Plus, because like that you can push out power with that, even if you add stuff to
yeah,
it.
but that's if you want to do something to it.
Oh,
Say,
just for the factory.
but compare this to like a Ford GT versus an Aventador. New, they're about the same price, about $400,000. What would you take, the Aventador or the Ford GT?
Actually, that's a hard question. I feel like I take the Ford GT because it's more drivable.
It's more drivable, but also it's rarer. This is probably gonna be more rare
Mm.
because it's an Alfa Romeo. They don't have the same, or it's a Maserati, so they don't have the same manufacturing output that the other companies would do. Because I think
Yeah,
they
of
just made the
course.
10,000th Aventador. Like that's a lot of Aventadors.
Yeah, so it is.
And like last time Maserati did a limited production car, they made I want to say 16 or no 15.
Wow. But you know what's weird? I feel like nowadays, like, I feel like I'd much rather build up. I mean, I like building a nice car. Like if I can find a platform that's really good to build,
Yeah.
50 of these for the road.
That was the last time Maserati
Oh,
made
the
their car, which was
MC12,
the
right?
MC12, which was basically a Ferrari Enzo.
See, but I think I
Just
think that's the thing is
rebadged,
like, if
rebodied.
if I own a car, it's like I'm gonna baby it for the first like month and a half I have it, and the first time I scratch it, the first time I go over a speed bump a little bit too quick and take out the bottom or do something to it, then I'm like, okay, it's just a car. It
I
loses
mean,
its
it's a car. It's a car.
exactly.
Like
Well, that's the thing is like I don't
the
want to be
day
I
I
don't want
got my
I have a
3
1 in 50
Series,
car
I
and
scratched it.
always think it's a 1 in 50 car.
Yeah.
Like every car can go to Safeway. Every car can, you know, get beat on. Every car can be babied. It just
Yeah.
depends how you use it.
Well, I was talking to a guy who, he has money, and
Mm-hmm.
he ordered the Corvette C8, C8, C7, whatever the latest one is.
It's a new one. Yeah, C8.
Okay, so he ordered a C8. Took about 2 years for him to get it. He still hasn't got it. They just made it,
Oh
and it's
damn.
gonna be one of like 1,500 of the 2020 model years because they had the strike, then they had COVID hit, so the factories were shut down. So his is only going to be one of, like I said, 1,500 or so
Yeah.
2020s, and it's also going to be only one of, I want to say, 50 um, of like their fully loaded packs for like a special paint job.
Oh, okay.
And he's wondering, do I keep it and flip it for a profit? Because he intentionally bought it to track it.
Right.
So would you want to abuse it? Like this one is a $210,000 car take on the McLaren.
That's true. I mean, honestly,
And
for
this
me,
is
I
new to
would.
production. Would you track it? I would, because I would track my cars at least once. I'm saying that now. I want to track every single car I own at least once.
I don't mind tracking a car, but it's like, but the thing is, if it's a car that like I don't need right away,
Yeah.
I mean, like specifically in the C8 thing, right? It's like if someone's willing to spend extra money and put more money in my pocket, then I can just go buy one later when they're probably have the issues figured out and all that, and I can buy an LCI or whatever. It's like then I'm cool with that, because with the Corvettes, they're gonna keep making them. It's not like it's gonna be a limited edition car for sure. Like I want to say the SVJ is a good example, but it's not because those have kind of lost their hype.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe the Performante, because I think that was a little bit more limited.
Yeah, the Performante was more limited. I still love how that one looked. But I really
I mean,
like how
but again, like personal preference. But like my point is like if I got like a Gen 1 Huracan, and someone was willing to pay me like double for it, I would just sure take it, because then because that's the only way I'm gonna make money off the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have double the money that I can go put into something else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that's so much strictly financial perspective. I can imagine like being emotionally attached to like having your first supercar or like all that, but it depends.
Unless you just don't like your first car, you're just like, it's a car.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
But I mean, for me, it's like I'm on such of the mindset like buy it once and never worry about it again. Like I'm not an experimental buyer.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. That's the big thing where we differ. Like I never like to try things out. It's like I want to just know because I mean return lines are my pet peeve. I hate return lines.
Uh-huh.
And this is just a weird thing. Like I just don't see a point in returning things. It's like if I have plans to return it, I don't want to buy it. Because it's so funny because like the rest of my family, what they like to do, they like to buy extra things to get free shipping on something, just so they can return the extra things. And I'm like, well, if I don't want the item bad enough that I'm willing to pay for shipping, or I don't have enough
for
to buy,
shipping. Like
what?
Why don't you just use Prime or something?
No, not for Amazon. I'm talking about like retail stores because a lot of them don't do free shipping until you
just go in person.
Yeah, I mean, but like that's another thing. A lot of deals that you get you can't get them in person.
Then obviously you don't need it that bad because just pay the $5 it is for shipping. I bought a rubber grommet because I had a check engine light on my car. It cost $1.99. Shipping was $10. So I spent
that was funny.
I spent $10 on shipping, and this little rubber grommet, the size of a nickel, came in a box the size of Rima paper.
They ripped you on that one, dude.
I don't care. I have no check engine light. I drove it for 2 days. It's fine. I'll spend that money because I just.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I mean, like for that, so to get rid of check engine light, things like that. It's like if you have to pay, you have to pay it.
Yeah.
But and that's another thing is like you needed that, right?
Yeah.
It's a necessity for you for your car to run.
I didn't need it technically. I could have fixed it or gone a way around it. Like the first time I did it, the zip ties and the duct tape didn't really fix it. So then I took the sensor out, duct taped on top, and then duct taped over the hole on the intake. And it worked for about a day, and then it came back on.
Exactly.
If I wanted to, I could have found a way to like cork it up or block it out.
It's like, me not having a job is making me very, very, very money minded, more than usual.
Yeah, and I'm contemplating an expensive purchase I am planning on doing tomorrow, so I'm not.
What are you buying? Wheels?
You'll see. You'll see. It's car related. Let's just put it that way. It's car related.
All right. I'll see what you do.
Let's hope I can do it. I just have to get permission from someone.
You're not buying a car, are you?
So, Maserati MC20.
You try to buy one of those damn i4s, I swear to God.
No. We don't have any allocations for it yet.
Oh.
Because if we get to that topic,
let's jump
to that topic.
Go to that topic. I was gonna say that's a perfect. The BMW Munich plant is ready for
Munich
I-4
plant
production.
is ready for production.
Yay.
So BMW has a factory in this little country called Germany, and this country has a factory in this city called Munich, and they just finished a 6-week renovation. It costed them about $236 million to renovate the Munich plant so they can manufacture gasoline, diesel, hybrid powered, and now full electric i4s on the same production line.
Now the question is, are they going to do something similar like that to their Mexico factory?
Doubt it, because this one has already been it was already renovation in the works. An investment from 2015 to 2018. It comes to a total about $829 million. And that was also to extend the paint shop and some of the body shop for the 3 Series. The main reason they worked on doing this factory, because this factory, which has been part of BMW since 1922, to just advance and build out the factory. One thing I noticed when I was reading it is they're also going to be making the next generation M3 and M4s in this factory.
Ooh.
Which is weird because all the past M cars that I've found have all been made in the Dingolfing factory by M-Town. So I don't know what's going on with that.
I mean, will there really be a difference?
They were just different factories because originally M cars were hand built.
Yeah, a long time ago.
And then they still had a separate factory for them, but now they're going to be made in the same factory as the 3 Series. So how much of the cars are still going to be completely different.
Did they plan to close it?
I don't know. Because
okay, well, I'm reading here. In July 2020, BMW Group announced that they by 2022 we'll be able to produce e-drives in Dingolfing. So I feel like they might be trying to move production to one plant and then renovate the other plant and then open them both.
Possibly, because they just started manufacturing the LCI 5 Series and the Z4 in the Graz factory. And then now they're also making SUVs in South Carolina, and then also the Mexico factory for most U.S. sedans, I believe.
Okay.
Every 3 Series that you saw or see on our lot are Mexico factories. They used to be Munich, but I would say 99% of them are Mexico factories. Like, I don't think we're importing any German cars besides the 5, the Z4. I think the 7's actually also made in Dingolfing, but it might be Munich.
What about the 8? Even the 8?
Dingolfing.
8s are made in Dingolfing, I think.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I mean, obviously, a lot of people have this weird stigma around American-made or, North American-made cars or African-made cars versus buying straight from Germany. Yep. What do you think about that?
I was speaking with someone the other day, and the first time we got the brand new, all redesigned X5, about the first 50, almost every single one had a problem. I don't know if that was just new manufacturing because it's a brand new platform, or if it was the factory it was made in. But I remember I did see a car that came in once. It was a pretty nice one. It was an X5, and it had the technician had said he calls it the Friday night special. Every car maker probably has it. This is the first time I've ever seen it, and he says it doesn't happen often, but sometimes it does. You open up the driver's door. On the door sill, it had M50D.
Oh.
The other door sills, all 3 of the other ones had a BMW individual written there. Started up, the iDrive display wasn't working, so normal troubleshooting. He checked the fuses. All of the fuses, 30 or so, weren't pushed in all the way, so he just pushed them all in.
Oh my god.
iDrive system worked. And I want to say... No, that was it. So
And because fuses don't fall out during shipping. Fuses are
Yeah,
very secure, and they're kind of stubborn
there's
sometimes.
yeah.
So someone really messed up.
So yeah, Friday Night Special. They just wanted to get home, but also that can happen in another factory.
That could happen anywhere, bro. Like, I mean,
The
I feel
quality
like
control
there might
may
be
have
more
not been
checks.
there.
There might be more
Something could
checks
happen.
coming straight from Germany because they have to do a bunch of like import import law
But
checks and
that's
things.
just customs. They don't really care about the machine itself.
No, that's true.
Like when I just sent a computer through customs, and it just says computer information. That's nothing. They didn't open the bag. It just that's what was written on there.
Yeah.
So it
I mean,
depends. But also, factories do have problems. We had a no, it was a South Carolina car too.
but that's what happened. But that's the thing. Like, I mean, mistakes can happen with
Yep.
any factory, good, good or bad. Like, lemons exist. Lemons are
Yes.
one thing, but even just, but that's what the PDI is done for.
Perfect
That's
example.
what every car that comes in is inspected for to make sure it's a good
Yep.
sellable
I was
car.
act- I was actually speaking to the person that told me about the X5 because I didn't really know about it. But
Hmm.
he has a Mercedes. That one was built in Germany, and it's been in the shop for 3 weeks, 2 days ago.
Damn.
It is a 2020 Mercedes. Not a cheap one either. It was about $120,000 car new, and he's just waiting for them to keep it there so he can lemon law it because he doesn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, that's honestly, that's what happens. Like, it doesn't matter how much you spend on a car if the car doesn't work.
And it's the problem is electrical based, and they said if it comes down to replacing the entire wiring harness, it's about a 30-hour job. So
Damn, he's under warranty, though, right?
it's he's had it for 3 months.
Yeah,
It's a
you never
brand
know.
new
So,
car.
sometimes people will get a car and then the first 10 miles they put a JB4 on it and then they forget to
No,
take it off and their warranty's gone.
he will not. He's not a tuner. It's his commuter car.
Hmm,
He drives 40 miles a day, one way, to and from house. He just wanted a comfortable cruiser to get to and from work.
that's smart.
It's also his family car, so he has his kids in there, and he doesn't want to put his kids in a car where the lights turn off when you drive.
That's an issue.
He
Yeah,
was driving at night, hit a speed bump, and all the lights, all of them, turned off and on.
that's so sketch. That
Safety
is.
concern.
Yeah, and honestly, like that's like
And this is a $100,000+ Mercedes Benz
be it that or a
AMG.
$20,000 Civic, that's just not safe.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, it's not safe. So it's like they gotta take care of that.
And it originally went in for something else electrical related with the center display and buttons. Because
Mm,
Mercedes has OLED screen buttons in a way, or screen buttons where you press it and it changes.
okay.
Those kept
Yeah.
flickering in and out. Their MBUX, that's what it's called, display kept flickering in and out. And then this happened.
Honestly, like for those customers, I understand if they're angry if they have a sense of entitlement because it's like you spend this much amount of money on a car and
Yeah,
it's not working.
you spend 110 or $120,000 or lease it, and you're still paying $800 a month. And now your loaner car is going to be an E class that's you could get for like 500 a month.
For real. I mean, but that's what happens, man.
Yeah,
That's
I know
like
mistakes are made, and that's why they're here. But hey,
the
let's hope. Let's hope BMW can do it. Other companies can do it. Yes, we do have production problems, but I haven't had a problem with my cars that I haven't caused. It's never broken on me because of something I haven't done. It's been rock solid.
well, I mean, yeah. Well, that goes for a new car specifically because, like, for me, with dealing with a car that had a one owner before me,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I don't know everything. If I did know everything, and then I'd be like, okay, well, then I can expect certain things, or like then I can understand why certain things are the way they are, right?
Yep.
But it depends. Honestly, that's another thing I really gotta do. I do have to schedule some service at some point. I think I do want. I don't know if I want to get another job again because I'm so focused on school, but we'll see.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to continue with the BMW news, the
Do the
new
M4.
G20 G20 or G22.
Okay, so that too.
Configure is live on the website. I'm
Ooh, I'm gonna
surprised
go play
the
with that.
M440 only comes in X Drive, which you can get an M340 in S Drive.
Oh damn, I haven't been on the BMW website in a little bit.
Yep.
They redesigned it.
Yep. Also, 4 Series Coupe, you can get a dark edition, but only in the United Arab Emirates. You can basically custom a black edition car for the US market if you really wanted to. There's just no special setup for it. Unlike the Dark Edition X7, which includes some really cool, interesting, specific things.
You know, the four, like I'm just looking at it compared to the old four because like they have
Yep.
them right next to each other, and
If you want to see the Dark Edition X6, here it
ooh,
is. It looks
I
super
see
mean.
X7 or X.
That's what I meant.
Okay,
X7. It looks super mean.
that's mean. Did you guys get one in the showroom or did you
Nope.
guys trying to get?
We never got one.
Oh, those are clean.
Super clean.
I would drive the shit out of that.
It's dope. Like, I love the interior.
I love
It's
the
like this
blue.
black. It's like a piano black with like aluminum inserts. Super clean. And it has like a
All right,
black
Johnny.
and dark blue interior.
Yeah. Is that the same dark blue they used to have in the old 5 Series?
I want to say yes.
Okay, because it looks clean.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Night blue with full merino leather. So I think so.
Oh man.
Yeah, super clean. Would very much get. You want to continue and look at that the CS or the GTS or whatever it's gonna be?
Yeah, sure. Let's look at that. I mean, right now I'm playing with the configurator, and the first thing I notice between the new M4 and the oh damn, when I see this, I think they gotta have like an ultra performance car in the works somewhere.
This is gonna be the GTS variant because the GTS came out before the CS of the last generation. Also, this one has a raised wing. The
Yeah,
CS didn't. It had a deck
I just
mounted
the
wing.
normal carbon spoiler, the carbon duck lid,
I
deck lid.
don't know about the exhaust though.
It's very Lexusy, but I think that's why I like it because I like Lexus now.
I don't like it at all.
Really?
It has yet to grow on me. I like the
I don't like the
traditional.
underhang. I don't like how you can see the muffler from the bottom.
You can always see that. All M cars do that.
I know, but I've never liked that. That's why the first thing I would do is cut the exhaust off.
But then, would you continue that weird setup with the curved, slanted, overlapping taillights?
Overlapping taillights? What do you mean?
They over. Look at them. If you look at them, they're offset. So the one's here and the other one's like sticking in.
I mean, I can't really change that, can I?
Well, if you got
Talking about the
like
taillights or
exhaust,
the
you just do flat ones. But if I would rather just do like Aventador style and just have like a big rectangle thing.
Yeah, but like if that's how the body's molded, you can't really change the look of the headlight.
You just change the splitter.
Oh, you're
You
right.
could probably change that splitter. People do it all the time with non-M's or any car in general, and then just do a traditional bottom floor mounted.
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
big too.
Maybe.
But yeah. So yeah, it just has a weird exhaust setup, but also it was what was it? Other changes was that elevated rear wing, and then they can see some weird, not weird, but arrow fins on the rear bumper and a more aggressive diffuser, which I don't like at all.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
looks like the i4 diffuser, but then they stuck an exhaust in the middle. And the i4 is a very clean body already.
it is a clean body. I feel like
It's
like
way
one of
too
those
busy down there.
departures. This is one of those few
BMW has
departures that I think
over-designed.
is cool.
What was it?
I think it's cool.
This?
Yeah, like I
No,
feel like
it's
without
overstyled. The last generation M4 was overstyled. This one just pushed it to a whole new level.
the last Gen M4 is overstyled.
Yes,
What part of it?
the front.
The front looks like the M3.
Yes, but like that, the front area, it has a lot of creases. It can look super clean, done with just like some minor carbon accessories. I'm not a carbon person, but it can look really good. This from the rear end just looks way too overstyled.
I feel like, I mean, overstyled is, again, it's all subject to like what you're comparing it to.
Nope, you're wrong.
Because
That's overstyled.
okay, but here, no, let me explain this.
Okay.
So you have a 440, right?
Yes.
You know how many 440 guys take their 440 take off the tips and put a quad tip exhaust on it, and then maybe swap out a bumper and it looks a little bit like an M4?
Almost none.
Some do.
I have never seen a 440 with quad tips.
Some do, but like
I've seen 330s and 328s with quad tips. I've never seen a 440 with.
Okay, fine.
Quad
Let's generalize it. F30 guys, some of them love their quad tips.
Yeah, because
right?
It looks like an M3.
Exactly.
Quad tips are good.
This you can't.
That looks weird.
This you can't replicate.
No, but you could. You very much could. But why would you want to?
Because it's aggressive and it's different.
It's not aggressive.
It's polarizing.
Look how big that gap is in the rear bumper of your car.
Yeah, but
it's bigger than a license plate, and you just have a massive hole in the bottom of your car.
It's not a hole. It is a rounded hole.
It's a massive hole.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, so with the ISF, when it has the exhaust in the bumper, the exhaust those are just like decorative tips. The exhaust itself comes out of there.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, but I feel like it looks cool here.
No.
Just imagine having 4 different flames coming out of one little spot in your exhaust.
You're not gonna have flames.
Yes, you will.
If you do, you would have an aftermarket exhaust. Because you need full straight pipe through.
But that's the thing, is that then you could also get rid of that hideous.
So you want to just put 2 massive, like 4-inch circles on the back of that thing.
Yeah.
So basically, a Focus ST with twice the exhaust size.
That is not okay. But let me look at the Focus ST real quick. Focus ST rear end. No, it looks nothing like Focus ST. Focus ST looks like a Focus. It doesn't look like, it's just sitting at the bottom. But like with this one, it draws more attention to your eye because there's a black fascia around it. You know what I mean? Like even a modded Focus ST, like it had with bigger tips.
So it would be something like that with the round tips versus like that.
That looks okay. The M4 test mule, whatever that is, looks way cooler.
No, it looks the same. It looks stupid.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
You're making an apples and oranges comparison. It's not like it's grapefruit and orange, bro. Also, I see you've been Googling your answers for your online class.
I don't know what you're talking about. That exhaust looks better.
But that's a whole different car.
It's sculpted in. I would rather have that than that. They should put something like that on there.
So like you want an outside piece around it?
No, because it's like solid together. It's one big chunk. Yeah, there's 4 pipes that come together and they're all cut off in the exhaust. You can see it on, I think, this one.
Yeah, you can.
You can see it. I would much rather have that than that because that's just too complex and looks stupid because it's too tall on the rear of your performance.
I don't know, man.
Car. It adds too much height to a low-slung performance car.
I still like it.
And I think it would harm performance because it's so much there. The splitter doesn't have enough to
look. I'm telling you this right now. I highly doubt that BMW M would do something as dumb and as over-engineered and as tough to like create as this.
They're gonna do this.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If it was actually a harm to performance, they wouldn't do it. They've been doing quad exhausts since like the E46, since the E39. It's like they wouldn't switch it up now, or like quad exhausts that are two pipes on each side. But
this is BMW M we're talking about, the same people that are making the X3M, the M340, the M240. The M235.
And it gets tiring to put quad exhaust. I mean, like, I think it's a nice like if it's a good try. Let's see how it looks in person.
It's
one spy shot is like one.
It's a polarizing try. I don't think. Well, also this is the 4 Series. This is not going to be a loved car because you can already tell how much hate they're getting for the front grille. Yeah, man, if they put this on an M3,
'Cause one spy shot is like one spy shot is like one one spy shot is like one one spy shot is like 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 one sp
I honestly
I would
don't think
totally
the
buy one.
M3 is going to look like that since the 4 Series looks completely different. The
That's
M3 is going
true.
to look like the G20. This is going to look like the 4 Series. The 3
I mean,
Series still looks amazing.
it does. I
I would
don't
say the
think that this
F30
looks
still looks
bad. I feel
better.
like this looks kind of crazy for a BMW, and this looks kind of crazy for like a luxury performance car because that's kind of what BMW is, even though it's supposed
They're
to
a
be performance cars.
performance luxury car. They're not luxury performance.
But at this point, well, what was the last time that they did a raw car?
GTS, like 3 years ago. The one you had to put water in the trunk.
Okay, but that's a special edition. I'm talking about like a raw car that's generally available.
So like
CS is,
comparing, so to compare to a Mercedes, like an AMG Black Edition.
I don't even know if Mercedes has like a performance car. I don't know if Mercedes has ever done that.
Yep, the Black Edition.
But the black, it just sounds good.
No, those were performance cars. You actually had to you had to warm up your diff before you could turn.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, I don't really. Then honestly, I
That
don't
was
really know
the
much about the black. The black
GL.
series, right?
Yeah, Black Series, whatever it's called, Black
Okay.
Series.
Just make sure because I know there's two versions of them. Okay, let me just read about it real quick.
Yeah, the Black Series. I want to say it was the.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's got parts in SLS. Okay, that's why. So different internals. So like different connecting rods, pistons, etc.
But that was not the SLS one. Um. Um. I want to say CLS, CLA.
Okay, okay, I guess the C63 did it tastefully. Like they had the integrated exhaust, right? Um, the CLA is the C.
I don't know, CLS, CLA.
Is it a C63?
I
I'm
don't
looking at
think
the
so.
C63, dude. This is not what 63.
Oh, it might be C63.
Is it definitely C63? Because that is like
It
the
was the old one though, like 2007.
that one.
Yes. No, that's the same car.
Okay, but
Old
then
one.
that proves my point back to '07. What I feel like, and this is, I mean, the last like really analog feeling car they did. I mean, Z4 aside was probably the E90s
Yeah, I don't like
because
E90s.
after then it's been electric steering, it's been turbos, it's been aren't bad, but like they're just different. They're not as
It
analog.
wasn't that
Look, once BMW's reliability went up, their fun aspect kind of went down a little bit.
one. No, they're still fun to drive.
They're still fun, but it's not the same, you know.
Like I took out um 228 the other day, and that was
Uh-huh.
so much fun to drive. Like I was just doing off ramps, and it was
Wait,
so much
and
fun.
like a coupe 228 or like the new?
228 Grand Coupe.
Yeah. I mean, on paper with the front wheel drive and all that, it's just not the same. No, dude, it's a C63, but that's
It's not the C63. I don't think, at least.
the black series.
There we go. That one.
That
No, not CLK. Yep, CLK.
that old thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that one.
Yep, 2006. CLK 63 AMG black.
Okay, so 2006 is the last time they made a really analog car.
Nope. You have 2013 with the SLS, but that's an SLS.
Okay, I mean, I don't want to change the meta, but like I also said, it has to be accessible. How accessible was the SLS?
Fairly, if I'm not mistaken.
Fewer than 200.
Okay, then don't get the black edition SLS. The
Okay,
SLS, it was expensive, but it was like i8 expensive. Well, Mercedes is more expensive than BMW no matter what.
Yeah, for the most part. Either way, I mean, but back to that whole that old M4 exhaust. If I see that in person, I'm pretty sure I'll like it. I'll hate the front end, but I'm like 90% sure I'll like it.
Okay.
It just looks too aggressive to not be cool. Like it has that wow factor. The wing looks kind of paltry and it kind of needs to be a bigger wing if you're gonna do a wing.
I love the old GTS wing. That was
Yeah, the old GTS wing is cool. I like that one. I don't know how I feel about this one, but again, that has all the camo and it's meant to throw off the lines. So if we see this, for all we know, that entire bottom part where those two lines are, that entire part might be black, and that might be really sick.
It's gonna be black or it's gonna be carbon, but I don't know.
Well,
that opening is too
I'm
big.
just excited to see the final product, man. I don't know about you.
I want to see well, we're gonna see the final product, but I don't.
I like it. I just like it. Let's see, because well, that's the thing is that, like I feel like BMWs look like Lexus now. All Lexus needs for me to 100%
that front grille.
On the new one looks great. I love the front grille on the new one. Pull one up right now. Pull one up right now. We'll talk about it. 2021 IS full front grille.
Lexus.
I don't know if they have it on their site. Oh, there. That is an ES. Go to future on the very right. IS future vehicle. There you go.
That's way too big. So basically, it's like the current IS.
It's like the current IS, but it's got better headlights, which is one of my biggest complaints. And if all they need, and I highly doubt it's going to happen, if they have a really good engine in the ISF, which they probably won't do, it's not good. They haven't put one out yet. But and I mean, this is a far cry stretch. But earlier, people thought they were going to put the B58.
No.
I was like, that's not going to happen.
No, because that's going to compete with BMW's M3 and M340. They're not going to let that happen.
Yeah, of course not. But man,
they're not driver's cars. They're okay. They're decent.
They were okay like 20 years ago, man.
That they still using that weird trackpad thing.
Oh yeah, that I hated.
Their digital display, it's okay. It's not amazing.
I do like that one physical part of the tachometer that moves to the side.
I've seen it happen in real life before. It's tacky.
Well, so have I, but I don't know. Just it's cool.
That's just something to break.
Yeah, it might.
But again, I really like it in the LFA, so I really can't complain. That rear end, nope. It looks pinched together. I don't like it.
Well, again, I mean, I feel like, yeah. Okay, wait, go back to that.
It's too wide on the side, and then it like really small in the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of that angle specifically looks like someone just kind of crunched the trunk.
And why is the rear diffuser so big?
Yeah,
but there's no lines on it.
I don't know.
It's just a chunk of black plastic.
I'm holding out for the ISF. The ISF doesn't look good. I'm leaving Lexus.
It's not. It's gonna look like this with an F badge on the side, like that. It's gonna look like this.
That's so sad to think about. I do like that over the rear wheel, that little arch shoulder thing. That's pretty cool. Right there, yeah, that thing. Okay. Where it swoops, or that angle.
Okay. Some like cool virtual showroom thing.
Oh yeah, I saw a virtual showroom. I mean, I don't know. If Lexus is never gonna make a car like they used to.
Well, again, they're not gonna make their best car ever.
That's true.
Best car ever. It's timeless.
Timeless?
Yes. It looks good in the year 2020, just like it did when it came out in like 2018.
It looks dated.
No, it does not look dated at all. It looks super clean. Okay, the projector style headlight, yeah. But
I guess you swap the headlights.
Like, what is this? What is that? No. That's wrong.
I kind of like
clean. No, you're wrong.
I kind of like it.
That grill is too big. It's a mid-engine, or no, actually it's front engine. But why do you need so much grill? That's just minimalistic.
Bigger grill equals more horsepower equals more power, bro. I thought you knew this.
No, that's more turbulence in the front grill, which is going to cause more air buffeting, and it's going to cause more drag, which is going to cause slower
Okay,
speed.
so here's an idea. How much the headlights swap?
Not to that.
Not those ones, but just a nicer, cleaner headlight with
No, the headlights look fine. I don't see anything wrong with those.
like.
I don't like the
Bad
side lights. I've never liked their side lights
Well, yeah. Okay, I think that's also what it is. I think those are
because they kind of like stick out in the weird.
they stick out a little bit too much. If you just whited those out,
But like
oh
that
man,
angle,
rear end.
that angle is just.
It's crisp.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I think the reason that the triple center exhaust works is one, this is a supercar, and also because it's
And it's not a big
molded
cutout of the
together.
bumper.
Yeah, it's molded together.
It's molded with the rear diffuser. That is dream car right there. The blue LFA.
The blue LFA.
Blue LFA.
Yeah, that's a long shot for me too, man. But we'll see. Maybe one day.
I just need to win the lottery.
Did you buy tickets today?
No, I need to start playing the lottery then.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
So what next? What do you want to jump to? I'm jumping to Lucid. Lucid's dope. They're just like.
Wait, didn't their car get unveiled 2
Yep.
days ago?
Yep. I watched the live stream.
I didn't check.
That was the sneak preview. Let's go to this one.
Below 80,000. Wow.
Yep. So, Lucid.
Wait. It says below 80,000, but then I go on the website and it starts at 95,000. What?
Okay. So, CEO announced the Lucid Air. Currently, there's going to be 4 models. The Air Dream Edition, which is going to come out in spring 2021, starting at $169,000 or $161,500 after tax credits. We'll have a range of about 503 miles on an EPA tested course with 1,080 horsepower. Then you can step down and get the Air Grand Touring, which is going to be $139,000. That one's going to have 517 miles of range, 800 horsepower, coming out in September 2021. Then the Air Touring, which is going to be $95,000, 406 miles of range with 620 horsepower, late 2021. And then the Air, which is going to be below $80,000, we're not sure yet on price, arriving 2022.
Oh, so the Tesla effect, where they ship out their
expensive, go cheap, and I think he even mentioned something like that that's what they're gonna do: start expensive, work cheap. But and then also in the future, the Air Gravity, which is to be determined, and it's gonna be an SUV.
I hate the rear end.
I 100% agree with you on that.
It looks like a hearse.
Looks like an old Tesla GT. Old Tesla 5 GT.
I think another thing I hate is that on the Dream Edition they have that stupid two-tone shit.
I love it.
It looks so corny.
That interior? Which one? Because it's very California inspired. So is it going to be the Santa Monica? Oh wait, no.
Dude, I'm looking at the side profile right now, and it just.
Oh, of the roof?
Yeah, that looks.
I would much rather have it body colored. Yes.
That looks. The reason it looks so gross is because it looks like it's a convertible, but it's not.
Yeah.
The front looks kind of cool.
Super clean. So yeah, the interiors, there is multiple choices for interiors. You have the Santa Cruz, which is kind of like a light and black theme. Then you have Tahoe, which is like a mocha black theme. And then you have, I want to say this one's called Mojave, which is like a dark slate and black. And then Mojave Pure Lux, which is, I think,
their site kind of sucks, honestly. I'm being completely honest. I don't like their site.
It's
Everything's too small. If you want to look at the interior, it's too small.
go inside. You can go inside the vehicle.
Yeah, you can open the doors. That's cool. But like, this is cool. But I feel like they should add some. Okay, you can fold down the seats, but can you zoom in? Oh, you can kind of. But it's not like clean.
That's so cool. I open door.
Do you think this really compete with Tesla?
Oh hell yeah, 100%. Like I low key kind of want one because it's super. Like look at that. Oh,
Yeah, I'd have to go on me.
but also,
That glass roof looks kind of crazy.
drive units. They in their press announcements they said they can put up to 3 in a car. Each drive unit generates 670 horsepower while weighing only 161 pounds.
How can they put 3? Where's the other one going?
So imagine 2,100 or 2,010 horsepower. Because the Dream Edition only is pushing 1,000.
So they can do
so
more.
That means they detuned them.
Well, yeah, because what do you need 1,600 horsepower for?
No, 2,000 horsepower.
Oh, sorry, 2,000. What do you need 2,000 horsepower for?
Bragging rights and awesomeness. Also, first car with a 900-volt charging architecture. The second place is the Porsche Taycan with a 800 charging volts, and then third place is Tesla with 400 charging volts. And one thing I really like how they did, they're going after Tesla head on because Tesla actually has a supercharging network. Lucid doesn't. They're a small, fairly small, still private company.
Yeah.
They've teamed up with Charge America and is giving each of the people 3 years of free charging.
Not bad.
You can also charge 300 miles in 20 minutes at a DC quick charging station.
Hey, that's impressive.
One thing I really like about it is they're calling it V2G charging or vehicle to grid, and they also have V2V, which is vehicle to vehicle charging. So if your friend ran out of charge, you can actually go and charge up their vehicle. They can charge up yours, but also if you live in an area where you have power outages, your car can actually be a battery backup for your house.
That's cool. That's cool.
They don't make solar, but they do have a house battery systems like lines of Tesla.
Yeah.
With their, I think with Powerwalls.
Yeah.
So those are to be determined at a later date. They just had a Lucid battery bank picture that they talked about for houses and small businesses. And again, all of these will be made in their Arizona factory, and they took massive jabs at Tesla without mentioning it because their main focus is on quality.
Oh, damn.
They're like, our first cars right now on their production line, they're producing cars. They're getting quality control down. That's their main priority right now.
That's true. I feel like Tesla being the first to any game is tough.
Yep.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it, I just don't know how Lucid can. Maybe in like 10 years we'll see where this ends up, but I just don't.
For them because they're looking 10 years in advance. I can honestly see Lucid being the Mercedes to BMW. They're the second contender with Tesla. They're gonna go back and forth.
We'll see.
I can honestly because
I'm not sold on it. I just feel like it was so easy to sell me on the Model S because it wasn't so much of a design departure and it wasn't so much of a.
This isn't really a design departure.
I have to see one in person. That's the thing. I have to see one in person.
I actually found out they are identical size to a Model S.
Size is one thing, but it's also
down to I think half of an inch.
Because the front end looks sick. I just hate the rear.
I do hate that rear. Have you seen it with the trunk open?
Yeah.
Like it
The
looks
wide
like a
rear.
boat, like or it looks fat. Like,
I
I
mean,
don't like
you
it.
could store a body in there, but like the thing is that with that rear, it looks like that the worst generation of a Challenger meets a hearse meets. It looks like a GTA car. It doesn't look like it's real. You know, and I can't get behind it just off of that. Like I would personally, I would rather buy the Porsche or even the Model 3.
I messed with trunk. That one. Remember that thing?
Yeah, I never. I mean, the
That
GT,
looked
I
like
never liked them. They had a
like
cool name, but they were not good
that
for
was a
anything.
poo shoot. And then they got better and made a hatch.
The 6 GT was different though.
Oh, I love the 6GT. That was just such a clean car.
That was cool,
But if they made this a hatch and not this weird, ugly. Stop selecting that. Zoom out.
like if honestly, if like I hate to say, if this is the future of automobiles, I'll stick happily in the past. I'll stay in the past. I'll buy used cars.
How long are you gonna buy used cars for? How long would you buy a used car for? So imagine if the newest car you could buy is a 1995. Would you still do it?
No, at that point I would. 995 is way behind.
Right now.
Right now.
So right now, say the newest car you get is a 95. Because that's gonna be the equivalent of cars how they are in 25 years.
25 years is long, and I'll be in a much different place, hopefully, in terms of where I am with life.
But you said if this is how the future car is going to be, you're not going to get a new car. But what happens if they're going to be like this? So
Well,
basically,
then I have to.
2020 car is going to be the newest car you get. Because look at that, looks weird. 2020 is going to be the newest car you get in the year 2035 or 2045.
Yeah.
You won't get a 2045 if it's going to look like this?
I'd buy a Supra.
Why?
Because it's a Supra.
Oh my Jesus.
Actually, at that point, I'd probably buy an N240i or something.
Yeah, but the technology is going to be so out of date.
The technology is going to be out of date, but it's like...
It's already out of date.
It is already out of date. But
like,
at the same time, it depends on what I want. Like, I know if...
A family car.
A family car?
Yep.
Shit, an F90 M5.
But it's going to be technology out of date. Like, I was just helping my dad with his 2017. And it's super iPod friendly, but it's an iPod friendly. It's not Bluetooth friendly.
Well, but like, again, it depends what you want out of the car. I mean,
that's simple technology. Cool. Is Bluetooth going to be compatible that far in advance? Are we going to even have Bluetooth still? What happens if they don't have Bluetooth? Everything's Wi-Fi based or something else.
See, again,
these cars aren't going to have that.
But you have to. But like you have to. That's such a hard thing to lock yourself into because you don't. For me, I don't even really need my phone when I drive. Like having music on is nice, but I'm chill with just a quiet drive without any technology because I'm just used to that right now.
I was used to it, and then I started listening to music while I was driving, and now I kind of can't do it. I'm waiting to get my ECU back. Then I'm gonna get my exhaust, and then I'm gonna go for a nice drive because I just want to just test everything out. Because my car will be like 90% done. Then once I do wheels and wing, then it's like 99% done.
Wing?
I'm gonna paint it.
Oh.
Because right now it's wrapped.
Right.
And then possibly whatever my purchase tomorrow is, if that'll help out. That's gonna be.
For me, it's like I mean, this is me coming from having an old bucket car. It's like 17, 18 years old now. It's like I'm
20. I'm so 19. My expedition is 19.
Yeah, but you've also had for the past 9 months you've also had a BMW in the garage, a brand new one at that.
Yeah.
But you also know that you don't really need any kind of technology to enjoy a good old drive, just to go on a drive.
That is true. Mainly
Right.
because the old cars feel more mechanical.
And I love that feeling.
Because of the sounds they make.
The sounds, the squeaks, the rattles, the
Oh, the
drones.
rattles and squeaks annoy me. I dampen all of those. Like, I have actually towels in my car. Not just in it, but in the physical car to muffle sound.
I should try that. Maybe I can reduce the drone if I like put a towel down in my spare tire compartment.
No, what I'm gonna eventually do is actually get a proper sound insulation foam. I want to say it's
Dynamat.
no, something America, and they're actually like rubber closed cell foam for sound deadening.
See, but like I think for me, I would love a traditional looking car. So if Tesla keeps doing their thing,
traditional looking.
Tesla.
Because back in
the 90s, the traditional looking car was disgusting.
Let's actually do. That was traditional looking, but no cars look like this now.
You're right. I mean, I think this is a good challenge to my beliefs because I think I have to keep my mind open. I'd be open minded about this.
But now this is going to be a traditional looking car.
If
this website decides to load, come on, Lucid.
The trunk line, man. If it fits trunk line, it's fine.
But that, yeah. Well, they're really kind of doing this trunk, which is weird because they're having their future. I forgot what it's called. Special seats that are like reclining and folding, because they can't do a lift back because they're going to be like reclining and folding. Or non-folding. Like luxury seats.
We'll see. Also, let me again because we don't know what cars are gonna look in the future. Like we're surprised by the fact that the 4 Series looks like shit. So.
And in the future, it's gonna look amazing. We're gonna just put up with it.
If I get used to it. Exactly. Like, I probably have to get used to it. At some point, I'm gonna.
We got used to the Aztec.
No one got used to the Aztec.
I think it looks decent, actually.
Oh my god. No. The Aztec looks like shit. You spelled it wrong. Aztek.
Google's gonna find it for me.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, that's the Aztec.
Car.
No, there's nothing appealing about that car, Dan.
It's a BMW. What are you talking about? Look at those kidney girls.
No. Okay, I'll give you that. But
and it has the Hofmeister kink on the rear window. That is the original X7.
Look,
X6.
that car and the owner needs to put it in reverse and drive off the hill that it's sitting on right now.
No, that is. See, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with that. One thing I do miss about car design actually is integrated bumper license plate slots.
Yeah, that was nice.
Now you have to have like brackets you put on, and I'm just like, because back then you kind of forced you to put a plate on. Yeah. Now you don't have to, and like I feel bad because most cars look.
Do you think California should get away with that law? Because you see people with these smart license plates, which I think is the dumbest thing right now. And they only have one plate because they're not going to buy 2 plates.
With what plates?
The smart license plates, the one that are like they're like digital license plates.
Yeah, I've seen those.
So I think those are stupid.
I think that's dope.
But for like what's the purpose?
You could do stuff on them.
But why do you need to do stuff on a license plate?
So okay, I was watching a video about them, and they can be wirelessly done from a central computer. So say there's an Amber Alert going out. You can have that information displayed on everyone's license plate.
That's cool, but
you can also advertise on your license plate and get money, I think, kickback from it. If you don't pay your registration, you have no license plate. It's just going to be a massive X on the back on your plate.
Oh.
So people are going to stop stealing stickers. And everything's going to be done remotely. Going to save save postage, save money, save all that stuff.
I
People
mean,
are gonna get Lucid.
I'm looking at some of this. I was like, it can set boundaries to avoid valet joyrides. Like, so people like you can see where your car is on the map. I feel like that stuff like that is cool, but a
They
lot of
already
stuff
have
like
that
that can be
already.
integrated into the car better.
Yeah, well, that's just if each manufacturer does that. And if they do, it's gonna be a subscription service.
Let's see, how much is this? Buy now.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I want to say it's a couple grand, a couple hundred.
It's $600 plus 75 a year plus 150 to install.
I can install myself.
Why the hell would I pay that?
People pay a lot of money for personalized plates.
That's true, but like this is.
So a personalized plate versus a normal plate is almost like an extra $10 more a year, if not more.
But $600 up front,
Okay.
whereas the personalized plate might be 60 up front, literally
Do you know
10%
how
of
much
the cost.
registration is for some of these cars?
Yeah, registration's great, but registration's a whole different thing. This is just the license plate we're talking about.
Yeah, but so registration has to pay yearly. This is just one-time fee.
No, it's not a one-time fee.
So it's $600 a year.
It's $600 plus 75 a year.
So 75 a year.
Install.
That's
So you're
not
looking
bad.
at 750 up front, and you got to pay $75 a year.
So okay, a normal plate is like 50 a year, if you do personalized.
If you do personalized, yeah, exactly.
So this is a personalized plate because you're probably
You're
gonna
still
personalize.
paying $750 for what? So someone can track your car. If that's the case, a lot of car manufacturers in the next 3 to 5 years are going to include tracking technology.
Yeah, this is as of now. This is new technology. It might be standard on new cars in 20 years.
It could be, but that's 20 years down the line when it's probably more affordable. I just feel like now for someone to pay $750 for this car right now, and also what's the damage like on these? Like, I mean, if they get damaged, what do you do? Is there a warranty on them and things like that? It's called the R plate. This was a good idea. It was done terribly. This idea could be done so much better if this. You know how phones have SIM cards that don't actually have SIM cards are built in?
Yeah.
If manufacturers start to do digital plates, like if Lucid had the whole digital plate thing and they integrated a digital plate and they had their own system, so when you buy the car, you don't have to do the whole paper plate bullshit. You can just they can do the DMV stuff for you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But for me to have to buy a plate, to then get it installed and to do all this other stuff.
That's just so cool though.
Yeah, but $700. I like the demo car.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
I like the demo car. That's it though.
That's not the see. I can install that. It's not hard.
You definitely could install that. But I feel like there might be like some proprietary software they add to it.
See, you could have like special things on there. So you could do special. You could update that if you want. You could run ads if you really wanted to. Like cool test driving things.
These are again, these are all
color. Like what?
The second companies decide they can't innovate anywhere else and they can innovate here.
See, past due registration. That's what I was talking about. Boom,
okay.
Boom.
Why on earth would I buy a plate that could snitch me out?
Because why not? Temporary license plates.
There will be no way I would buy a plate that can snitch me out if I forgot to pay my registration.
Parking permits. Boom.
That's cool. Again, that can also be done if an OEM manufacturer does this and does it better.
They're not going to. When was the last time manufacturers work together?
They might. They just might. It depends on whether Revive or whatever has patented all this shit or not.
Boom. Stolen. So your car is going to rat out the thief because this plate is stolen.
And so how hard is... Okay, Daniel, let me ask you something. How hard is it to take off license plate? You saw how easy it was to put on.
It could be a key.
Yeah, but also if you smash a screen, it won't show anything.
Well, then obviously someone's going to see the broken plate. So then just take a normal plate off. But people aren't smart enough to do that. When you steal a car, you just get in and go.
I'm just saying it's like it's like if people know that these plates can display theft, then they're not going to attack that car. I don't care how rare a
So
car.
it's a theft deterrent now.
That's smart. That I'll give them. To have a $700 theft deterrent, I'll give you that. That might be kind of smart. But I just don't know where this is useful. This is like if you have money to burn and you have nothing else to do to burn on.
I low key actually wanted to get one.
I would have made. I'm gonna if you buy one, I'm gonna make something funny.
No.
I'm gonna take the plate off every once in a while and just leave it in front of your house.
I'm gonna do it actually. Not soon. I have big purchases I'm doing, but next year I'm gonna try.
I mean, if it gets you out of having to display 2 license plates, that might be worth it.
Well, I already have one up front.
That's true, but yours are different.
Yeah, mine's cool.
Actually, if you ever I don't think you're gonna get pulled over, but if you ever do get pulled over, let me know how that works if they have a plate on.
Okay. So should I actively try to get pulled over?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I invented the formula on that.
Floor it everywhere.
What's up?
I'll drift every corner.
Yeah.
I actually did that the other day.
What?
No, I didn't drift it, but I was like running late for work, and I was turning on to get to the long straight street,
and
the light was yellow, so I just floored it, yanked the wheel, just went, just it locked up and just went around the corner like nothing crazy, but I was going at it. I was like, yeah. And I looked behind me, and I thought I saw a cop car, but I was like, oh. But it was just like I think it was a normal Challenger or something. I was like, oh. I just went, nope, floor it, yank the wheel, just boom, 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 boom. Oh, it was good though. I love how my car handles sometimes. Like those spacers honestly make the world of difference. The spacers feel like it made more of a difference than the suspension itself.
That's crazy.
Like it feels like it wants to go kick back straighter. And in a turn, it feels heavier to go into a turn, which is what I liked. The suspension, I felt different with the suspension. I still need to stiffen up the rear because it has a little bit too much bounce when I brake. But eventually, once I get the new exhaust, when I lift it up, because my driver's side strut is backwards.
You put it on backwards?
So I installed the passenger side first, and I made the top hat and the suspension was like this, how it's supposed to be done, and I installed it, and it has like plus, minus, and the scroll wheel. So then I went to the passenger side, and this is top hat, suspension, installed it. Well, the plus, the minus, and the scroll wheel is facing inside now. So I mirrored it, but when I should have flipped it. So you can, yeah. I'll fix that eventually.
Let's hope.
It doesn't matter. I could just take it out. It's 3 bolts to take the top hat off, and then 3 bolts to remove from the vehicle, 1 bolt to take the top hat off, flip it
Don't
around,
you have to press the
stick it back
springs
on.
again?
No, springs you don't have to on the rear because the rear is not coilovers. The fronts are coilovers, like normal. Like I would say 90% of the vehicles nowadays. Like my Expedition has coilovers in the front. The rears are normal.
I'm really considering. Oh man, I gotta do something to my car soon. Service it is.
Yeah, service.
Take it to the service drive and just see what's up with it.
I'm just thinking about what I might do tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'll post about it. Don't worry.
Okay.
If it's official.
All right. Whatever you do.
It's
Damn.
It's really fun. Like I don't want to give it too much away. Well, by the time this goes live, people will know.
Okay, well, I mean, we could talk about it next week on the next one.
Well, no, I'll just say I used it, and I instantly fell in love with it. It was like I had a smile on my face like 2 minutes in.
So it wasn't drugs, because drugs would take about 30 minutes to kick in.
Like, it was. I was like, I need this in my life. It was. I was just thinking about it now. Oh, it was just so. It was amazing. It was dope.
Oh, you're dumb.
It was like, and then like I tried like, and then I was just doing my day, and then but I was like, every time I saw it, I was like, I want that because it was just so. It's cute, but it's also like fancy. It's.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I miss my car back. I want my 3 Series back.
I miss having somewhere to drive.
Yeah, there's really nothing. I've driven. I need to do Mines Road. That's about it.
Like driving by yourself is like it's fun. Driving with your friends is fun. Going, just going, but it's like I need a purpose. It's like
I don't.
right now, especially with how bad the air quality is, and with the fact that you can't see any of the nice views, it's like there's no point driving up to a view because you can't see it.
That's true.
So it's like, I took my car for a little bit yesterday, just kind of drove it around Fremont, and then
I haven't been on a drive in a while.
I've been on
I
it.
gotta take that back. Last time I went on a drive was Wednesday, but I was just on the highway.
Wow.
I got car cleaning stuff and dropped my.
Where's Fiona? San Jose?
San Lorenzo.
San Lorenzo? Oh, okay.
Something like that. Yeah. Or Hayward.
Oh, whatever it is. I think we can call it here.
Okay.
Damn. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. I'm pretty sure we lost all of our views at this point, but
oh, most definitely. We lost
I
all
don't
the views
really.
once they saw me.
Yeah, this is fun for us.
Once we went to the BMW, like, oh, more BMW stuff. Oh, we're done.
Exactly, but we're BMW boys. I'm still waiting on buying mine, but I don't know when I'm gonna buy.
Hey, we went through 6 topics. Not bad.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like again, it's more fun when we have more people here because
yeah, we need more people. We agree on too many things. Our longest rant was you thinking that exhaust is cool.
That exhaust is cool, and also
Cool.
the damn. If you buy that damn art plate, I will pull it off and show you how useless it is being on the floor. That is the. Oh. Anyways, man, this has been the Law of Attraction, episode 5. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys made it this far. Appreciate you.
Yep. See you all.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
Bye. How do I end this now? Did I end it? No.
No, it's still recording.